We are here. We are here. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Shelly Stringer is in the house. Hello, my Shelly. Let's go. Be like Shelly. Good morning, my beautiful, beautiful people. How are we doing today? Good morning, my beauties. Let's go get them. Although Miss Market doesn't look too good. Houston, we got a problem, Houston. Good morning. That's not a setup you want to see. Good. Thank you, Shelly Stringer. Good morning, Ricardo Ramos. Good morning, everybody. How are we doing, my traders? How are we doing? Let me move this up a little bit. Good morning, NY City. Rango Marquez. Brian, hello. Marcus, the believer. Yuli, good morning to you. Hammer those sparklers, everybody. Get them out of the way. Let's get them out of the way. Good morning, good morning. Hammer with the rose, Geo. Good morning. Thank you, KK. Appreciate you. Stephen D, good morning to you. Mr. Dave with the sparklers. Yes. Thank you, Mr. Dave. To the moon. Shelly Stringer, the super fan. Yes. Gotta move that up. There we go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Carlos Espanol Abreu from Miami. Yo, Miami. Let's go. Today is December 11th. December 11th. Mr. Dave, yes, it is. What goes up must go down. The news, the news, the news. The more you trade the news, the more you lose. Remember that, folks. How many people got in over here, thought this morning you were getting a big gap up? Oh, boy. We got a problem, everybody. Travis, yes. Oh, TMK. Poor TMK. Hello, Henry. Thank you for the follow. Map with the follow. Thank you. Let me move that up a little bit. Let me get this back up a little bit. There we go. All right, my beauties, we are at 8,000. Good morning, everyone. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to Thursday in the markets. All that we ask that you do is tap that screen. All right, right now we're at 8.1 thousand cheers. We want to get over 200,000. Donate if and when you can. Fully appreciate it. Donating is the best way to push us out. And also share and repost the live. Are we ready? Are we ready? $1.99, Mr. Dave. Yes, it is over there on the tubes. Well, Miss Market, we are in a wide state. We are in the whip zone here on Miss Market. We are going to be choppy today. This is going to be a chop city for a little while here this morning on Miss Market. So I need you all to be careful. All right. Those that don't have patience and that rush into trades and think they're going to the moon or something's bleeding out and you're just chasing. Today's not going to be a good day for you. Okay. I just want to let you know up front, you are going to have a painful experience in the markets today for those of you that aren't trained properly. So we know under Miss Market, under 684, we'll have room down to 681 here, 681, then 679, and then 677, 676 area here on the SPY. Anything above 690, all new highs fail. You're in a wide state. You ain't going nowhere there until that neutral state comes up. So on Miss Market, you got a problem here this morning, okay? You're going to have to wait it out. That's just the bottom line here on Miss Market. As we head back over to Nvidia, let's see what we got here on the vids. Who was green yesterday in the market? Me. Who else was green yesterday in the market? All right, currently on Nvidia, we are in a neutral state. We're in position 2 to the downside on Nvidia. Let me mark all of these out. Coming into support there and there. Green day, yes, I like it. I like it, my beauties. All right, Nvidia, under 180.98. We got room back down to 179 here on Nvidia, okay? If you can hold this level right here of 181, you have room back up to 182.50 and then 183.30, all right, here on Nvidia. Good job, Gio. Good job. The Qs. What do we got on them Qs? Well, same as the SPY. You're in a neutral state. You're in position 1 to the downside. Folks, you're not chasing this to the downside here. All right. We're not chasing this down because of the state of our stock. You're just going to whip around in here until we get to a neutral, a narrow state. So don't get caught in this whip at the open. We want to look to see if we have any narrow states out there. And that's what we're going to be on the hunt for this morning, okay, my beautiful traders? We're going to go hunting. You guys want to go hunting? Let's see what we got. To the downside here on the Qs, as you can see, as we pull this back, 623, support, 622, support, 621, support, all right? So this is a big box of support right in here. So if I was to color this in for you all, you got a lot of support here, so we don't want to short into this in a bullish neutral state, do we? Do we want to short into this? No. We do not want to short into that, my beauties. All right? Don't do it. It's not going to end well. And you're not going long until you get back over 630.24. So you're going to chop around here for a little while. So go, baby. So get used to the chop. All right? Zen Method, thank you, my brethren. I appreciate you. What else are we looking at? MSTR. I got nothing narrow yet. Oh, until now. All right, MSTR. We are in a narrow state here on MSTR. Let's see what we got on the big picture. Narrow state, position 2 to the downside. Oh, MSTR, we got our first one. Alert, alert. All right, let's mark these out. You have support right here at 176. You got support again at 166. And then we got support there at 155 here on MSTR. Back over 189. We got room up to 207 in a narrow state on MSTR. Now to the downside, you got room down to 176. Narrow. That'll be your first stop. All right, 176 and then 166 with a retest. Let's go, let's go. Thank you, user. I appreciate you. Samuel Munyiza says, don't worry about trading. Buy silver and forget about trading. He must have tried trading and didn't do very well. He took the easy way out, and he ran. He's still losing, but he ran away. He quit. Everyone put quitter in the chat for Samuel Munyiza. Meta, let's see what we got. Quitter, chicken dinner over there. Yikes. Glad I'm not married to you. We are in a narrow state. We are in position 1 on Meta. Looks good, Meta. Narrow state, position 1. We got resistance up there, okay? So be careful. Boom. All right, Meta, what do we got? Narrow, position 1. We got room down to 642 and then 637 here on Meta. Back over 651, you got room back up to 655 and 660. Mark that down. Be careful here, traders. We have a lot of resistance here, right around 656. All right, 656, a lot of resistance. Please mark that down. Lot of resistance. Oracle. Let's do Oracle. All righty. Oracle right now, we are in this neutral state. All right, beautiful neutral state there. We are way down there in position 3. All right, here we go, my beautiful traders. What are we looking to do at the open? What are we looking to do at the open? This is as obvious can get. What are we doing, my beauties? Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Stephen D says, wait, what else are we doing? Guys, soon as you look at Oracle, that is your gap down. You're in a bullish neutral state. What are you doing? Correct, Ramez Radwan. Good job. Looking for support. Yes, you're looking to go in the opposite direction at the open. All right, so let's go hunting for some support. And we get support right here. 193 is our first stop. And then we got support down here at 186. So as we pull this back, this is our gap down. We're coming into 193, our first level of 1 hour support. Now, if you're taking a reversal with an event to the upside this morning on this, where would your target be? Where would your target line be coming back up this way? Where would you look to get out? Good job, Joel. Yep. Good job, everybody. Proud of you. Good job, official. Yep. What are we looking? The 50% retracement level. What? 208. That's where you're looking. 208 on Oracle. Okay, 208, and then you can look for another short setup. If we get above 208 with a retest, you're going through the wickets to the upside. All right? So you're not bleeding out here or anything crazy like that. Foolishness. All right? Let's go. Amazon. The Amazon. Let's go. All right, Amazon. Why did I put that up there? Well, baby, bring that back to Papa. Hold on, traders. Let me make sure we get this loaded. Now, hold on. Let me start this over. Boom. 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 There we go. All right, Amazon to the moon. We are in a neutral state, position 1 to the downside. First stop of support is 229. Mark that down. 229, under 229, we have room traders down to 225 and 223. Back over 233, get over that hold number, get over that whip zone. You'll have room up to 235 and 239, my beautiful traders. If you're here for the first time, hit that follow button. We'll love to have you as part of the community. We also have a VIP education community where we teach you in depth on how to trade properly. If you've been struggling for a while, there's no need. If you just want to learn how to trade for the first time, head over to theVossTrading.com and we will teach you how to trade professionally and correctly, everybody, all right? I'm here to help you. I want to help you, and let's do this together. We're a big family over there in the VIP, and it's something you should really think about as your Christmas present to yourself this holiday season. You won't regret it. That's what I will tell you. Here we go, Uber. Uber, we are narrow. We are in the whip zone this morning here on Uber. Bam. Catch a nice reversal on Uber. You can have a party. All right, let's see what we got here. Uber, as we pull this back to our execution time frame, under $83.86, we have room down to $83. $83 and $81.50 to the downside with support here on Uber this morning, okay, everybody? Above $85, we have room up to $87 and $88.50 on Uber this morning in the markets. Is this guy legit, he says? I'll let you guys answer. Is this guy legit? Well, it can't get any worse than what you're probably doing, Mr. Yellow, and I don't mean that in a bad way. All right, here we go, IWM. All right, IWM, you pull this up, and what do we have? Soon as you pull it up, IWM, what do you say to yourself this morning? That's what you got. What's the first thing you say to yourself? Not trading it. I ain't trading it this morning. Well, for the first 15 to 20 minutes. Folks, you are wide state. You're in the whip zone. Nothing good will come out of trading this for the first 15 to 20 minutes of the day. We're going to whip around. Now, traders, let me show you something. Even if you get this violent move to the upside, you're not going anywhere. You're already wide. You're already wide. You're not going anywhere. You're going to get caught up here and whoop, you're going to get a flush. To the downside, if you get a move and you come flying this way, you're not going anywhere because you are in a bullish neutral state. The state of your stock is bullish. You're going to get caught going back this way, just whipping around all over the place on IWM. Just sit back, relax, and watch this at the open, okay? We are going to put in our major support and resistance levels because you will get narrow at some point on IWM, and you need to be prepared on what the hell to do, right, my beauties? All right, IWM, once you get narrow, above 257 to the upside, 70% of all new highs will fail to the upside, so just be ready for that, okay? Under 251.98, you will have room down to 250. That'll be your first stop here on IWM, and then you have room down to 243. And this is what's great about our education community is we are going to let you, as soon as you open up a stock before the bell goes off, you will know what to stay away from and what to look at just by, boom, looking at your state. Tesla, let's see what we got on the Tesla. Oh, we got a lot. We're not doing anything. We got eight of these sparklers left. Once we complete the rest of them, we'll continue. If not, we'll just shut off. John Wheat. Good morning to you over there. Mr. Dave, thank you so very much. I appreciate you. Love you, brother. Thank you for the follow, Mr. Yellow. I appreciate you. We got to get them sparklers. Help Zen Method. Let's go. Let's go. We are at 38,000 taps only. We got to get that up. Thank you, Sunshine, for the heart me. Yes, it is. Jules Hammer, let's go. We got 5 left. Zen, K. Braden, thank you. 3 left. No, NAS, no. Everything we teach you in our education community works for all instruments, folks. It doesn't matter if you're trading futures, Forex, crypto, options, or equities. 3 left. Ooh, Tesla's in a wide duty here. Look at this. Wide state on Tesla, position 1. This is right here is a novice setup. Oof. God, please don't touch this for a little while. Yeek. Oof. All right, let me pull back and show you this mess. All right, so on Tesla, folks, we got 2 left. Jay Gilbert, thank you. None with the rose. We are in a bullish neutral state. Okay, look at all of this support underneath us on Tesla. I mean, Oh, boy. All right, here we go. This is what you got. That is your support wall right there, okay? We are in a bullish neutral state, traders. We do not want to try to short into this wall. You're not going to go anywhere. Look at the state of your stock. Man, this is going to put up some wicks. What do we need to do if we want to take a short? Two things need to happen here. Life Wonders, thank you. EDF, thank you, my brother. What are the two things that need to happen on Tesla in order to short this? This is a good one. This is a real good one. Anybody know? Get narrow. Number one. Very good, traders. Narrow. That's number one. What's number two? Yes. Yes. Excellent, everybody. Yes. That's what I love to see. All right. You got to get narrow. And you have to get under the support level. Under 445 with a retest. And then you have room down to 435.50 and 431. Excellent job today, everybody. Excellent. To the upside. All right, to the upside, you want to get over 459. 459 in a narrow state on Tesla. Until then, you're just going to chop around, guys, and I don't want you to lose, okay? AVGO, let's go. This is a bad setup today, unfortunately, because of the news. All right, let's see what we got. AVGO. Wide state here on AVGO. All right. We are in a wide state. Look at that beauty. Whoop. Wide state. We're in the whip zone currently. You can't do anything on this either. Under 403.46, you'll have room down to 3.92 on AVGO, but you got to get narrow, okay? Above 414.52, you got to get narrow, all right? And then you'll have room. 70% of all new highs will fail. Now, what don't we want? What don't we want this morning? There's two ways to get narrow. Price action, which we're getting right now, that gap down. So this to start flooding. But you don't want that 200 to start creeping up slowly, because that means we have to wait to get narrow through time. And that means a lot of consolidation, and we don't want to do that. But you're not going to get that because you have the gap down, thank God. Boeing, let's see what we got. So thank everyone right now. Say to the gap down, thank you. It is a good thing. Say thank you, gap down. Because if you gapped up today, you would be waiting for time to catch up. And then everyone would be very, very miserable. All right, Boeing, let's see what we got. We are in a narrow state. We are in position one to the downside here on Boeing. As we pull this back on Boeing, we got room down to 194. 194, whole number to the downside. That'll be your first level of support. Above $252, 252 cents, you will have room up to 201 here on Boeing. That'll be your first stop, and then 207. You are narrow here on Boeing. Right now, the only thing we have for an alert is MSTR, but let's keep digging. Let's keep digging. Apple right now, we are in a neutral state. We are in the whip zone here on Apple this morning. As we pull back to our higher time frames, what we're doing, traders, is we are looking for our major support and resistance levels, okay? So as we pull back here on Apple, above 280, you want to get over the whole number, of course, right here, above 280. You'll have room up to 281. That'll be your first step on Apple, okay? Above 281 with a retest, we have a lot of room to the upside here, up to 287, okay? Just keep that in mind. But you're not going to get that at the open today. Under 277.92, you got to get under 277.92. You'll have room down to 274, traders, here on Apple. As always, my beautiful traders, this is not financial investment or tax advice. This is for education purposes only, and you must trade at your own risk. And remember, trading is risky, and the reason it's so risky is because you're just not educated in how to trade the market. But that can change for you. Anybody can do this. I'm going to tell you that right now. Anybody can trade, become a trader. You just got to learn how to do it, okay? PLTR. And have a no-quit attitude, because during the learning process, it's going to be difficult. All right. This market is going to knock us to the ground during the learning process. And are you those people that can get back up? So you have a fight or flight response. Are you going to fly away, right? Are we going to fly away or are we going to keep fighting? Not everyone's going to fight, and that's okay. Not everyone is meant to fight. But for those of you that do and stick with it, this can really do a beautiful thing for your future. All right, here we go. PLTR. We are in a neutral state, bullish neutral state. We're in a bearish position, too, to the downside. We have room down to 184. That'll be our first stop, 184. And then 178 here on PLTR this morning. Back over 190.44. We have room up to 195 and $200. Gold, GLD. Let's do it. We got to hammer those roses. Let's get them roses, my beauties. Roses to the moon. Take the roses to the moon. Go hammer those suckers. Thank you, Daniela Ulina. I appreciate it. All right, GLD. GLD, right now we are in a neutral state. We're in the whip zone here on, a wide state. We are in a wide state. We are in the whip zone here on GLD. Let's see what we got. We pull this back here on GLD, wide state, whip zone above 390. You'll have room up to 392 on GLD this morning. Watch the state of your stock, okay? Under 386.62, you got room down to 384.50 here on GLD. That'll be your first stop. And then 380.50 will be your second stop. Brian Feliciano, thank you so much. Welcome to the community, man. Welcome. Google. Right now, we are in a neutral state this time. We are in the whip zone here on Google. Neutral state, and we got some support underneath us here, okay, beauties? We got a lot of support underneath us here on the Googs. Let me pull this back. This is going to be a waiting day, that's for sure. All right, Google. What do we have here, beautiful traders? Look at this one. From 318.50 to 316, we got a lot of support. Let me draw this in for you. We got a lot of support here on Google. Okay? So we do not want to short into that support. Everyone got it? We do not short into this support. Get under 315 with a retest and get narrow and then go for a ride to the downside, okay? You'll have room down to 313. That'll be your first stop here on Google. Now, since we have this support underneath us, we may chop around for a little bit until we get narrow. Then above 324, you will have room up to 327 and 329. XRP, Josh the closer. What are we closing? Baseball games? XRP, let's see what we got. He's Josh the closer. The Mets can use you right now. Oh, we got all of this mess. Hold up from the other day. We got Andrew the believer, and now we got Josh the closer. The believer. All right, here we go. XRP above 201, 202. You'll have room up to 203.60. 204 area here on XRP this morning, everybody. Under $200, $2 hold number. Under $2 hold number, you'll have room down to 199 here on XRP. I want to touch that with a 10-foot pole. All right, Eli Lilly. Elijah. K. Braden with the level up sparks. Thank you, K. Braden. Yes. Appreciate you, sweetheart. I appreciate you. All right, as we pull this back, we are in a neutral state. We're in position 2 on Eli Lilly. We have room up to $1,011 here on Eli Lilly, all right? Above that, with a retest of 111, you have 1,011. You have room up to $1,032 on Eli Lilly to the upside. You want to get under 990.46 for a possible move down to 979 here on Eli Lilly this morning. Cars, no, I figured that. I like it. What kind of cars do you sell, Josh? Very nice, very nice. What kind of cars do you sell? And where are you that you sell cars? Maybe I'll buy one from you. I'm due for a new one. AMD. All right, AMD, we're in a neutral state still. We're in position 2 to the downside here on AMD. Finish the rest of those roses, everybody, would you? Would you? I would kindly appreciate that. Yes. All right, we're in a neutral state. We are in position 2 to the downside here. We have resistance coming back up there at 219, so just keep an eye on that. You got room down to 217 here on AMD, and then 214 this morning on AMD. Back over 223 to the upside, okay? And you'll have room back up to 225 on AMD. Put's going to print today. Jiffidity? No, I'm not going to say it. RGTI. He'll find out the hard way. My wife says, let them find out the hard way. All right. Right now, we are in a neutral state on RGTI. Neutral, yes. 2 more roses, everybody. 2 more. We're at 83,000 taps. There they are. All right, RGTI, neutral state, position 1 to the downside. Let's mark out our major supply and resistance. Support and resistance. Bio. Tallahassee, very nice. Kia's, very nice. That's the Telluride, right? Kia Telluride, isn't that nerd? All right, we got room down to $25 here on RGTI. $25 will be your first stop on RGTI, okay? And then $23.50 on RGTI. Back over $27.50, we got room up to $28.44 and $29.42 on RGTI. We got 2 money guns. Who's going to eat them for dinner? Who's going to eat them 2 money guns for dinner? MU. I love when it comes across the stream. Isn't that awesome? Zen Method. Yes, it is. Thank you, Zen. Love you, man. All right, MU. Let me mark these out, and then we will... All right, MU, what do we got? You tell me. What do we have going on with MU? Daniela, Yulina, and Candy. Thank you for the money gun, Daniela, and the DJ glasses. Candy to the moon. Let's go. Candy is a trading machine, everybody. Never traded a day in her life. 2 years ago. She's been in our VIP for 2 years now. Damn. Candy, is it 2 years? 18 months? No. 20 months. 20 months? 20 months. Never traded a day in her life 20 months ago. And now she's a machine. All right, MU, we are in a wide state. We are in the whip zone here, okay? So once you get narrow, under 257.94, you have room down to 250, okay? And then 242 here on MU. Anything to the upside you're staying away from. Don't chase this. It's in a wide state. You're not going anywhere until you get narrow, okay? Don't do it. Everyone right now, candy in the chat. W for candy in the chat, everybody. Let me see all those W's for candy in the chat. Let's go. Let's go, our candy. Oh, thank you, Candy. But you put all the hard. I just gave you the blueprint, and then you executed it because you worked so damn hard. I remember when you first started on those live trainings, you would ask a lot of questions. Intel, proud of you, man. Intel, let's see what we got. Whoa, look at Intel. Look at this mess. All right. I hate when I see a symbol that looks like this. I haven't had one of these. We haven't had a lot of these in a while. But today we got a lot of them. All right, let's see what we got. All right, Intel, yes. We are in a what state? We're in the whip zone. We got room down to $39.72 once you get narrow, and $39 here on Intel, everybody, okay? Above $41, we got room up to $41.35. That'll be your first stop, and then $42.14, but you got to wait to get narrow in order to do this. So the good thing, traders, today is we have a lot of gap downs, and that is what we needed in the markets. We needed a lot of gap downs to bring that 20 down quickly, okay? Meta. You'll see what I mean when the bell goes off. All right, Meta. Meta right now, we are in a... Oh, I didn't do Meta. I thought I did Meta. No, maybe not. Oh, I did do Meta. No, I didn't. Meta right now, we are in a narrow state. We are in position 2 to the downside currently here on Meta. Oh, we got a double deuce of resistance up there. All right, here we go on Meta. You're narrow. That's good. You're in position 2. Watch this right here, 643.50. You got your first level of support here. It's a 50 center, but you got a pivot right there, okay? So be careful. It's a double bottom. You have room back up to 648. 648 here on Meta if you can hold this area. If you can't hold this area with a retest, you'll have room down to 630 on Meta. Now to the upside, traders. Above 651, you'll have room up to 656. This level up here, 656, will be a major supply area from some shorters, okay? Hello, DW. How are you, beautiful? Good to see you. Good to see you. Thank you for all the W's over there on the tubes for our amazing, beautiful candy. Hello, Tracy. How are you? KO, you got it. We got more roses, folks, to hammer. Let's go get them. We are at 102,000 likes. Thank you so much, everybody. Appreciate that, man. I appreciate you guys. Love you guys, man. I really do. Sometimes I'm hard on you, and sometimes I could come across as an ass. That's only because I care about you, and I want you to win. And some people, you need to come across as an ass for it to sink in. I was one of those people. All right, so right now we are in a narrow state. We are in position 1 to the upside on KO. All right? We are narrow position 1 on KO, but you got a lot of resistance above you. That's the problem here. We got a lot of resistance. All right, we're going to pull this back now. KO, position 1, narrow state. Right up here, everybody, we got a resistance. I'm going to make that in red because that's going to be a shorter's area. You got room up to 70-50 area, all right? We got a supply area up there. If you can get above that with a retest, you'll have room up to $71. All right, traders? Under the whip zone of 69.79, you'll have room down to 69.50. That'll be your first stop. And then you'll have room down to $69, whole number. So KO, if you look at this stock here, the ranges and the channels are a lot tighter. Why? Why are these a lot tighter than other stocks? Can anyone tell me why? Yes, our VIP is open. You are going to head over to thevosstrading.com. This is where you're going to go to get into our education community, a real education community. You're actually going to learn in here. It's real education, all right? Or click the link in my YT or TikTok bio. You'll see the link. Just click it. Wait about 20 seconds. They check the link first to make sure it's okay, and then they'll send you to the page, okay? Because of the ATR, everybody. Yes, not volume, no. Volume is irrelevant. It is the ATR, the average true range of your stock. All right, so make sure you learn that. You will learn that in the VIP. The Qs, let's see what we got. So on the Qs right now, we got a wide state. Look at this mess. All right, so this is basically what you have on the Qs. You get this big move up because of the news yesterday. That's what you got, and this is what you got in return. That's what you got in return, everybody. How does it look now that you see it with a candles there? Crazy, right? Look at that thing. Hammer them roses. Let's go, my beauties. Look at that. Okay, but you're still in what? What's the problem with this? What's the problem with this? Thank you for the follow, Angel. Appreciate you. We're still in a bullish state. Now, we're going to come out of this bullish state pretty quickly. This is going to start to shoot down pretty quickly and then get ready to rock and roll, okay? But you're going to whip around in the beginning. All right, under 622.91, once you get narrow, you'll have room down to 622 and 621, okay? Once you get narrow and you get back over 630.24, watch your hold numbers going up. Coin, you got it. You got it. Jen, you got it. Yes, I had some procedures done yesterday, as you can see here. They had to go digging there, and on my stomach. They had to go do some digging. So everyone's like, aren't you in pain? What's pain? What's pain? Pain is temporary, just like in trading. We are in a neutral state. We are in position 1 to the downside here on coin. Looks good on the 5. Looks good on the 15. Watch out for coin. Watch out for coin. Let me mark these out. I want to put a lot of these in for you, okay? Above 279.37, you'll have room up to 284 and 292 here on coin. Look out for this one. I'm going to send you an alert on this one. You'll see why after the open. We have an alert out on coin, and we have an alert out on MSTR, all right, this morning. You got room down to 267 on coin, and then 258. That's to the downside, traders, okay? $49.99 a month, $50 a month to join the VIP. We keep it cheap, so we get the average person that wants to learn and do better as a trader. $50 a month, folks. That's all we charge because we want to help the average person. I don't care about the millionaire or person with a lot of money. I want to help the middle class and lower income people on how to learn how to trade. You should be able to get an education, and I'm going to give you one for cheap. Hood. Because that's the way I felt when I was learning how to trade. I was just lucky enough to have $10,000 on hand. My last $10,000, that was. To learn how. But I got it all back. We were given the opportunity to get it back. All right, we are in a neutral state. We are in position 2 to the downside here on Robinhood. Let's see what we got as we pull this out. Lino Rocha, there he is. My Lino, there he is. Yes. All right, Robinhood. Thank you, Lino. We are in a bullish neutral state. We are in position 2 to the downside. So to show you what we got going on, that's our move to the downside currently here on Robinhood, but we're still in a bullish state. All right, so once that gets narrow, under 132.71, you'll have room down to 130 hold number. That'll be your first stop. And then 124.50 will be your next stop. Okay? on Robinhood. Back over 137.42, you will have room back up to 140 on Robinhood. Not a Russian spy. You are not going to use any of your money when you join the VIP. We are going to get you in a simulator trading the live market in the sim. If you can't be profitable in the simulator, you'll never be profitable with your $2,000. So I'm going to make you hold on to that. Join the VIP. We will teach you how to trade, and then you can possibly think about using your $2,000. Nvidia. Why does everyone have that mindset? Like, I have $2,000. That's all I got left. I'm going to throw it in the market and lose it. Might as well open the window and throw it out. Maybe somebody can use it. All right? We are in a neutral state on Nvidia. We are in position 2 to the downside on Nvidia. That's our move down currently right now. We have room down to 179. That'll be your first stop. 179 on Nvidia. Then you got major support down there, okay? Back over 181 with a retest, you have room up to 182.50. And then we start to come into a little bit of resistance here. You see it? As we start to come up, we have resistance. So what you're going to want to do is get yourself back over 184.64, and then you will have room up to 186 and 188 on Nvidia. You lost money yesterday. Why are you trading with real money if you don't know how to trade, Joseph? Let us teach you in the VIP how to trade. All right? There's no reason to do that, traders. I don't get it. I don't get it. PLTR, DW, we are in a neutral state. Muck the duck. Hello. Hello. Muck the duck, you are in a neutral state. You are in position 2 to the downside. You got room down to 184 here on PLTR, and then 178 on PLTR. Back over 190.44, we have room up to 195 and $200. Hello, Pop-Up. How are you, my Pop-Up? I love that name. Everyone, W in the chat for Pop-Up. That is a good man right there. Everybody, W in the chat for our Pop-Up. He's a VIPer. Let's go. We love our Pop-Up. Hello, Muck the Duck. Dub, I like that. Tesla. Muck the Duck. Muck the Duck, you're in a wide state here on Tesla. You are in the whip zone. Under 447.35, you'll have room down to 445.50 and 443 here on Tesla, and then 435.50. But make sure you get narrow, Muck, before you muck up everything. You know what I'm saying? Above 456.75, you have room up to 459 and 460. Don't muck it up. Hello, JDH. Do you like that one, guys? Muck it up. For Muck the Duck. Axon. I thought it was funny. I thought Mucking the Duck was funny. All right, right now we are in a neutral state. All right, to the upside. Going to be a little choppy on this. You got room down to 556 and 548.44. Thank you, JDH. Above 579.83, get over 580. I got to get over that whole number. And then you got room up to 611. Thank you for the follows, my beautiful viewers. I appreciate you each and every day. Let's go finish those roses off, everybody. Yes, it is. Let's go. All right, right now on Netflix, we are in a neutral state. We are in the whip zone here on Netflix. Boom. All right, let's pull this back on Netflix. Yeah, after splits like this, they usually are all over the place. Remember I told you that? Above 94.50, you have room up to 95.50 and 97.43 here on Netflix. Under $92. Let's get under that whole number, traders, okay? Then we'll have room down to $90 whole number on Netflix. Hello, you're Iranian. Hello, Iranian. How are you, my friend? Hello, Deuce. How are you? The deuce is loose. Let's go. MSTR. We have this one. We have an alert out for this. Position 2, narrow, looks good. 176 is your first stop to the downside, and then 166 to the downside. All right, I'm just going to mark these out for you. Let me mark these out to the upside. Above, because you won't be able to hold on as we're going up if we do. Above 189, we got room up to 195, 198, and then 207 on MSTR. Dadbod, how are you? I love that name. Dadbod, I love it. Adorable dad. Hello, Bill Boyle. The Deuce. Hello, the Deuce. Fur, Chad, Daniela, Yulina. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much for those roses. Let's do one more thing. Let's see what we got. Something new. Let's do. This is going to be tough. Can we get 25 heart me's? 25 heart me's. Go! Thank you, Chad, for the boxing gloves. Thank you, my Chad. Intel. All right, Intel, you're in a wide state. You're in the whip zone. Under 14, you have room down to $39.72 and $39. Back over $41, you have room up to $41.35 and $42 here on Intel this morning. Mike Larson, how are you, my brother? Hello. Hello, Jay Dobbins. You got a birthday coming up, Mr. Dobbins, don't you? When is your birthday, Jay Dobbins? The Spy. Let's get those heartbeats. We got 4. Yes, Dadbod, Molly, Vega. Heartbeats. We are in a wide state here on the Spy. As the bell goes off, this 20 will start shooting down here, okay? Under 683.84, we got room down to 681 and 679 on the Spy. Saturday, all right. Be on here, Jay Dobbins, on Saturday, the 13th. Good thing it's not Friday, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, Jay Dobbins? I got you, baby. I got you. $2. Thank you, Jay Dobbins, for the $2 super chat over there on the tubes. We're in a neutral state here on Oracle, getting a little wide here. We got this big gap down, all right? We got room down to 186. That'll be your first stop here on Oracle. 186. Back over 192, well, 193. Where would be your, let me ask you this. Where would be your target on this? That's your move down. If this comes back up and holds 193, where would be your target back to the upside? Anybody know? $208, baby. $208. That'll be your move to the upside. And then you're going to watch for some shorts up there, okay, if you can hold. Above 208 with a retest, you're coming through the wickets. Lino Rocho! Lino! Yes! Lino! PayPal. All right, on PayPal, let's go. PayPal, we are in a neutral state, getting a little wide there, but that's all right because we came down. We are in position 2 to the downside here on PayPal. All right, PayPal, here we go, my beauties. We got room down to $58. $58 is your next stop here on Hakeem the Dream. Mr. Dave, yes, $58 is your first stop here on PayPal. Above $61.48, you'll have room up to $62 on PayPal. Let's go. We need some more heartbeats. Kate, there she is. Everybody, let me see some W's for Kate in the chat. Let's go. Let's go, Kate. We love our Kate. W's for Kate in the chat. Let's go. All right, what else are we looking at? Oh, we got to do, we'll do roll call here in a second. Yes, the VIP is open, folks. We must have done this 100 times. You're going to head over to the VossTrading.com right here.com to get in that VIP. To start winning, give yourself a Christmas present. Do you? Let me help you. Let's do it. Let's start the new year off right and trade correctly. Stop. You don't need to lose, folks. Stop it. Learn how to do this. Once you learn and watch our education, you're going to say, oh, my God, why didn't I do this so much sooner? Why didn't I do this so much sooner? Adorable Dad is now a super fan. Adorable Dad. Yo. Yes. Adorable Dad. Thank you so much, Jules. All right, here we go, folks. Are we ready? Davion, Adorable Dad, R. Kate, Jules. I got to go this way. Chad, Zen Method, Dad Bod, Bill Boyle, The Deuce is loose. Daniela, Pop-Up, Lino Rocho, Zen Method, Ferd, J.L. Haba, Adam. Thank you so much, Candy. Zen Method, thank you so much. Myvin, good to see you. Life Wonders, yes. Jay Gilbert. Paolo, good to see you. Christina Zan, the beautiful Christina, thank you. Andrew the Believer, I appreciate you. Joe Smoot, what's up, Joe Smoot? Wait, did I say Smoot? Smooths, Joe Smooths, how are you, my brother? None, K. Braden, yes. User, J. Smith, Mr. Dave, Hammer, the KK official, Shelley Stringer. Thank you, everyone, for all the donations this morning. I appreciate you all. Anything else we want to look at? Microsoft for the Dad Bod. That is the greatest name in the world. I love that name. I'm so glad you found us, Dad Bod. That's a good one. Dad Bod. That made my day. All right, right now we are in a narrow state. We are in position 1 to the downside here on Microsoft. Let's mark these out for you. All right, Dad Bod, Microsoft. Let's see what we got. We are in a narrow state, position 1. We got room down to 468. That'll be your first stop here on Microsoft. 468 on Microsoft, okay? Back over 478, you'll have, 480, you will have room back up to 482.50, 485, and 486. Davey Parker, my man, there he is. Tesla, let's go. Wide state. We are wide here, my beauties. Wide state, all right? Under 447, you have room down to 445.50 and 443 on Tesla. Buenos dias. Hello, AVGO. All right, AVGO, we're wide as well. Starting to get wide. Neutral state. Under 403.46, you'll have room down to 392. All right, but you got to get narrow first, okay? Anything above 415, 70% of all new highs fail, so remember that, okay? Vega, MU. Wide state, whip zone under 257.88. You have room down to 253 here. Vega, this 20 is going to start shooting down, so wait to get narrow, okay? And then you have room down to 242 here on MU. Oh, no, we got 15 more heartbeats. Who's got them? I know you can only do it once. Who's got 15 heartbeats? Anybody? We're at 63.4 thousand. Cheers. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Jessica Pilash. Yes, it is. Thank you, Jessica. Jules, thank you for the roses. Appreciate you. All right, folks, that's a wrap. For all the new VIPers, we will welcome you in there shortly. Also, we'll be back on tomorrow morning to get you ready for the market. Daniela Ulina, thank you so much for the heart me. Folks, the VIP is open. It is there to teach you how to do this once and for all. Stop losing. Come learn, and let us help you in there, okay? Have a good one every day. Make the world a better place. Give someone a hug today. And I love you all. We'll see you in the morning. VIP, we'll see you here in about 3 minutes in the VIP.